For the past couple of years, I've been stuck in what seemed to be an endless cycle of bad habits. As much as I wanted to wake up one day with a better mindset and motivation, I realized that that's just not how life works. I finally decided to discipline myself in order to turn my life around. Getting out of bad habits is not easy, especially after feeding your brain with negative thoughts for months on end. The positive ones become a lot harder to believe, but that's why being kind and patient with yourself is essential for improvement. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I'm editing this video right now and I ramble quite a bit. I feel like a lot of what I say doesn't make a ton of sense. But in case you don't want to listen to my rants about how I've been feeling and stuff, I thought I would give a quick summary of all of the good habits that I want to focus on. So to keep it short and simple, I would like to focus on journaling and positive affirmations, which kind of goes hand in hand with the better morning and night routine. Okay, which kind of goes hand in hand with a better morning and night routine. I just want to focus on more things that make me feel like I'm taking care of myself, self-care oriented things. The next thing is working out and just staying active, whether that's in the gym or going on a hike. Literally anything that just keeps my body moving and active. I don't think I mentioned this in my long conversation that you'll see in this next part, but I want to keep a clean environment. I feel like a lot of the times my apartment is really messy, so I just want to kind of make cleaning a bigger priority, just making sure that I'm in a nice space, because they say that your room is a reflection of your mind. Focusing on the little things and finding joy in the little things in life, whether it's getting my nails done, buying myself flowers, anything that brings me the slightest bit of serotonin. In case you guys don't want to watch me talking, I'm just kind of rambling, but if you are interested, feel free to watch. If you're not, I'll put a timestamp of where maybe some more entertaining things are going on in the video, but I think that's all I needed to cover. Hi guys, this is my third time trying to film this little section of the video. I literally don't even know where to start because I have so much to share with you guys and I don't know how to say it in an organized manner. First things first, I want to apologize for the lack of videos. I know that I have said that in probably every single one of my recent videos, but I feel like I have just been going through a lot mentally and I just kind of want to share what I've been doing to get out of those bad habits and change them into good ones, because as of late I've realized that literally everything that we do is a habit. Snoozing your alarms when you wake up is a habit. Choosing to not go to the gym is a habit. Everything that you do is a habit. That is starting to no longer sound like a word to me. I feel like for the longest time I was just expecting my life to change on its own. I was expecting to wake up one day and have all this motivation and a changed mindset. It eventually got to the point where I just realized that that was never going to happen. I realized that I had to put in the work myself because no one is going to change my life for me. And that's kind of what I wanted to share today, is how I've been actively improving my life with pretty simple things. The reason that I've taken so long to get this video out is because I've been trying to figure out the perfect way to share all of this with you guys, but I've accepted the fact that I'm just gonna have to talk and hope for the best. So I'm sorry if this is confusing or kind of all over the place or boring. There are so many people probably going through the same thing that I am. What's been most helpful for me is seeing other people kind of share their perspective. There have been a few TikToks that I've seen that kind of just opened my eyes a little bit, which sounds so funny to me because I feel like TikTok is such an unserious app. I have learned so much from it and I feel like I need to share that. I don't know. One of the biggest things that kind of made me realize that I need to take action into changing my life was seeing a video that said you can't keep looking for motivation because it's not going to be there every day. Nobody has motivation to do things every single day. Instead of looking for motivation, you just have to discipline yourself and hold yourself accountable for the things that you want to do. I'm not going to wake up every day wanting to go to the gym. I have to discipline myself enough to get up and go anyways. With that being said, I also want to share that it's important to not overwork yourself or overwhelm yourself with all of these new things, because obviously you can't expect yourself to be in a perfect place after struggling for so long. Like obviously I'm not going to expect myself to go to the gym every single day after not going for months on end. I think it's a good thing to kind of ease into it. It's a very large gnat flying towards me right now. I don't know what kind of bug this is. Hello. So many bugs in my apartment from my plants. Oh, I'm using the gym as an example. I just feel like that's the easiest one to use. Like I was saying, obviously I'm not gonna expect myself to go every single day because I haven't been consistent with it. Even going once or twice a week is not going to be easy. So having that discipline to make myself go anyways is so important. So where I've been at mentally, I feel like for the past 2 years-ish, maybe even longer, I have felt so, how do I even explain this? Like not like myself, because I feel like especially in my old videos, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that my mindset was one of the things that I was the most proud of, and I am so far from that I feel like a completely different person, and I think that's part of the reason why I haven't been posting. I'm afraid to start posting consistently as somebody different. To be completely honest, I probably seem the same to anybody watching, but my mentality is so different that I'm almost like scared to share more of it. I don't know. I have just been so much harder on myself. I'm really mean to myself a lot of the times, which is something that I'm trying to work on. I just don't give myself enough credit. An important thing to remember is that self-love does not equal selfishness. I feel like that's what I've been struggling with. Even though I know that those two don't correlate, I still feel like I have to talk down on myself because I don't think I'm deserving of anything more. And that is one of the worst mindsets to be in because it makes you feel so bad about yourself. Especially being in a relationship, it's hard for the other person to try and help you with that. Like when my boyfriend compliments me and I don't believe it, like that's hard for him because he's doing everything that he can and I'm just like, oh, that's not true, like he's lying to me. I just feel like I've been mean to myself and it's been really hard to get out of that mindset. I'm still a little bit in it, but I've been trying to get out of it, and that's why I want to share all of the things that I've been trying to do. One of the first things that I want to talk about, I feel like I talk about all the time, journaling is literally life-changing. I'm telling you, something as simple as writing down what you're grateful for every day, or as detailed as writing down every single thought in your head. And both of them are so helpful in the way that it just like clears your mind. It lets you see on paper like what you're feeling, and it just kind of lifts a weight off of me after I write. So if you have not tried journaling, I would highly recommend it. I think it's just a good way to kind of communicate with yourself and figure out what you're feeling. I will always be an advocate for journaling. I think it is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, self-care wise. I think along with journaling, affirmations are so important. This is something that I struggle with the most because again, I am just in a mindset where I don't believe anything nice being said to me because I feel like I don't deserve it. So affirmations are a little bit tough, but I'm saying this in like a stupid way. There's this book by Bell Hooks called All About Love that I had to read for school. She had a quote in that book that really stuck with me. One of the chapters in this book has so much information about self-love, things like that that have really helped me, and I love when I can take what I've learned in school and apply it to my life in such a positive way. This is not the quote that I was looking for, but there's one where I specifically wrote a note that says self-love is not selfish. We all need to rid ourselves of misguided notions about self-love. We need to stop fearfully equating it with self-centeredness and selfishness. Exactly what I was talking about. So Bell Hooks says, because we have learned to believe negativity is more realistic, it appears more real than any positive voice. That's what I'm talking about with the struggle with affirmations, is if you're constantly feeding your mind with negative thoughts, it's obviously going to be more difficult to accept the positive ones that you're telling yourself. Just more acceptance with yourself is what can make that a little bit easier. I don't know. Do not expect to receive the love from someone else you do not give yourself. And I feel like that is so important to recognize. Like if you are not being kind to yourself, you can't expect the love from anyone else to feel genuine. The next thing that I wanted to improve in my life was a better morning and night routine. I feel like having a good night routine really sets up the opportunity for a good morning routine. There are a few staple things that I wanted to include in both my morning and my night. One of my favorite things to do ever is make tea. I don't really know why I love it so much. I just think it's a really like relaxing, cute little thing to do. The things that you do to improve your life don't have to be major. I'm talking about how making tea is improving my life. And it's not the tea itself, it's just kind of like the idea of it. I like sitting on the couch and drinking tea and watching a video and like sitting next to my boyfriend. That is just nice and relaxing to me. It's just something that kind of grounds me. I think having staple things in your routine makes everything seem a little bit more normal. And I think along with the night routine, I think just paying attention to my skincare routine, that's like the only other thing I can think of. I'm gonna move on. I don't really know what else to say about that. Journaling for both morning and night routine I think is so helpful. Just making sure that I eat a good breakfast. I have been trying to take supplements recently. I don't really know if they're helping me, but just again, a little staple thing that kind of keeps me on track. Maybe this point was a little exaggerated. Taking care of myself in both my morning and my night routine is something that I want to focus on. I feel like that leads me into my next thing, which is just finding joy in the little things. Because like I was saying earlier, these changes don't need to be drastic. You can find so much joy in just little things throughout your day. Like I said, drinking tea. I don't know what it is about it, but I love to do it. Taking my time while I'm cooking, doing my makeup and my hair and picking out a cute outfit makes me so much happier. It sounds stupid, I feel like, when I explain it, but it really does come down to all of the little things. Working out, I don't want to put put too much pressure on myself to be working out all the time, but I recently made myself a routine just so I'm not as lost when it comes to the gym. I feel like a lot of the times it's really hard for me to get myself to the gym because I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm there, but I finally made myself a workout routine. I don't know, I think I just needed a little bit more structure when it came to working out. I feel like those are all of the things that I have been working on. A lot of it is just in my head, and I've been trying to just get out of a bad mindset. I've been wanting to make this video for months, and it has taken me months to even get to a point where I feel like I'm improving a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but sorry for my hair. I just got out of the shower and I didn't want to get it wet, so let's move past that. Also sorry if my camera goes out of focus. It's been doing that recently. I don't really know why. I have to leave in 30 minutes, so I kind of have to hurry up a little bit. But I figured I would give you guys some life updates while I get ready. Today I'm getting my hair and nails done. I have never gotten my hair cut professionally. I've always gotten my hair cut by my mom and my uncle because they both used to be hairdressers, but I've never actually gotten a different style of cut in my hair. The only thing I've ever done is cut like these front pieces a little bit shorter, but I've never gotten an actual different haircut. So that's what I'm doing today. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I'm scared that I'm not gonna look good with layers and curtain bangs, but I'm also gonna dye it a little bit of a darker brown because my hair gets natural highlights and I feel like they're kind of ugly. I think I would just rather it all one color, and if I end up hating it, I think the highlights will come back eventually. So first things first, I need to cover this up. I'm currently in the process of tattoo removal. Little moment of silence for those of you that want to tell me that you told me so. Anyways, I'm getting rid of this one right here. I've had one session of laser tattoo removal already. It literally doesn't look any different, but the process of tattoo removal is really long. I'm getting this tattoo removed because I got this in September, and I got it super impulsively and when I was very mentally ill. It's just like a depressive episode displayed on my arm. I like the tattoo itself, but just not on me. I don't think it matches with my other ones. I think it's kind of, it just needs to go. I'm not gonna show it up close because I'm a little bit embarrassed of it. Again, not of the tattoo itself, but just the fact that I decided to put this on myself. Like, I saw a TikTok the other day like about tattoo removal. I honestly never in a million years thought that I would get tattoo removal, and not because I thought that I wasn't gonna regret my tattoos, but because of the pain of tattoo removals. It just wasn't even in consideration for me until I saw a TikTok about tattoo removal. I know that if I wasn't getting this removed, like I would look in the mirror every day and just have that thought in my mind, like, oh man, maybe I should get tattoo removal. I ended up getting a consultation with Laser Away. That's where I'm getting my tattoo removal done. They told me that I would need at least 10 sessions to get rid of it because it's like a pretty new tattoo, and that's just how tattoo removals work, I guess. Okay, so I had my consultation with somebody, and then I like signed all the paperwork, and then later that day, that same day that I signed all the contracts and everything, they called me when I was on my way to go get Seb, and they were kind of just like, any chance that you could be here in 30 minutes, like we have space for you today if you want to get numbed and we can get your first session in right now. I was terrified because I thought I was gonna have a little bit more time to prepare. Okay, this looks kind of ugly. Maybe I should just put a band-aid on it. I'm supposed to leave it covered for 3 days. This is the 3rd day. Anyways, long story short, I don't know why I'm explaining so much, but they told me to come in on like no notice, and I did, and I have literally never been more terrified than I was sitting in the chair with numbing cream on, just like waiting for the laser tattoo removal. And I also was being stupid, and I was going through TikTok comments just about laser tattoo removal while I was sitting there. When I tell you, every single comment that I saw was like, this is the worst pain I have ever felt in my entire life. Feels like hot bacon grease is being splashed on you over and over and you just can't move away. Just awful, terrifying comments. I knew that I was not gonna have the same experience as everyone else that was saying terrible things about it, but I couldn't help but panic. If I had not already paid for the treatments, I absolutely would have walked out of there because I was so scared. I feel like things that have to do with pain tolerance can never be explained by somebody else accurately. You know, like some people say that getting a nose piercing is the easiest piercing that they've ever gotten, and other people say it's one of the worst and they like cry during it. But everybody's experience is different. But eventually they called me in. I had the numbing cream on for about 35 minutes, and then I went in there, and the lady, she was super nice. She gave me a little stress ball. She could tell that I was terrified. I like couldn't even get my sentences out right. I was not doing well. She told me that she was gonna do a little test zap of the laser, and I fully expected myself to like flinch super hard and have to tell her to stop, and I thought I was gonna have to walk out of there after the first little zap, but I actually didn't feel the first one at all. And then she turned the whatever it's called, she turned up the laser because it wasn't like on a high enough setting, and I could feel it, but it wasn't awful. Like, it definitely wasn't a pleasant feeling, but definitely manageable. It also took less than 20 seconds. It was very easy for me to get through. I genuinely think that the anxiety and fear that I had going into the appointment was worse than the actual tattoo removal. So this is your sign to, first of all, don't get an impulsive tattoo. Second thing to remember, some things you just have to experience for yourself, and this was one of those things. And I knew that, I let my fear get in the way. I was a little bit more scared of the healing process just because my skin is super sensitive and a laser just zapped it over and over, so I wasn't exactly sure how my skin was gonna react, but I think everything's going well. I'm still gonna have this tattoo for the next like year and a half of my life at least. Laser tattoo removal takes a really long time. Like I said, I have at least 10 sessions and they each have to be 8 weeks apart, and then the process goes on until it's gone. Anyways, that's my tattoo removal story. I need to start doing my makeup and not talking. I don't know why I can't multitask. I usually would be done with my makeup by now, but I just like can't focus. I don't even like know what step of my makeup I'm on. I'll just do my mascara. I felt like it was finally time for me to boost my confidence a little bit. My confidence has been at an all-time low recently, and I think it's a combination of me not really liking my hair. My nails are ugly right now, and also I'm just mean to myself. My brain is so mean to me, and that definitely affects my confidence a lot. The hair and nails are one thing, but unless I'm like nice to myself, I don't think any of these things will make a difference. My hair is done. She did such a great job. Her name is Grace. I'm gonna put her Instagram here because she was literally the sweetest person I have ever met. She was so nice to talk to. Usually in hair appointments, I don't like to talk at all because I just like don't enjoy talking to the people, but she was so sweet. It was so nice. I feel so soft. I'm so happy. I think it looks great. I've literally never had this much dimension. Is that the word? I've never had this much like dimension in my hair. I think it looks so good. I just got to my nail appointments. I'm so excited. I've never had like super fancy nails before. These are my nails right now. Don't look at them for too long. They're gross, okay? Good morning. It's currently 10. I just woke up. I have school today, but my first class got canceled, so I don't have to go until a little bit later. I thought I was gonna go in at like 12, but I forgot that I have to go meet with a counselor because my credits from Boise are still not transferred over. Like, I am still in the process of getting all my credits transferred, so I really desperately need to take care of that. So I'm gonna go a little bit early today just so I can get an appointment. My school's been really annoying with that. I keep trying to make appointments to get my transcripts all figured out, and they told me that I couldn't make an appointment, but I can't do drop-in. None of that probably makes sense, but they're just being annoying about me making an appointment. I don't think I'm doing anything exciting today. I apologize, but I just thought that I would share me trying to implement these good habits into my life. I've been trying to do them every couple of days, if not every day. I feel like it's really hard every day. I think it's inevitable that I'm gonna forget to do some of these things sometimes, but I'm gonna start my morning off by journaling, and then I'm gonna go make breakfast, get ready, and leave. I kind of need to hurry because I wanted to get there at 11 and it's already 10:16, so I'm gonna see how fast I can get ready. I made the best matcha of my life yesterday. Like, so good that my boyfriend liked it, and my boyfriend doesn't usually like matcha, so first essential is the toilet bowl mug. I'm gonna be using the matcha from Chamberlain Coffee, and this is the vanilla matcha. It is so delicious. I think the key is to put way more than you think you need, so I do like, honestly, like that, and then another one. I don't know the correct amount of matcha that you're supposed to use. I think like a teaspoon is what I see everywhere, but I just don't get enough flavor from that, so that's how much I use. Okay, next I'm gonna heat up some water. I've heard it's best to not do boiling water, but like pretty hot water. I don't know the reasoning behind that, but that's what I've seen and heard, so that's what I do. While I'm waiting for the water to get hot, I'm gonna make a breakfast that I've been making pretty much every day. It's fried eggs on toast, and it's so delicious. I use the chili oil from Trader Joe's, put a little bit on the pan, and then fry the eggs, and then put the eggs on the bread. And then I also have some cucumbers and tomatoes. I don't know if that's weird to have for breakfast, but I'm also gonna cut some of those up because I like tomatoes and cucumbers. Can't do this with my left hand, I'm sorry. add honey, a little bit of sugar-free French vanilla syrup, and then almond milk, and it's so good. I also just think it looks so cute in this pink mug. It doesn't really look good right now, but I'm honestly rethinking my breakfast. My stomach is kind of in shambles. Might just make a piece of toast with butter on it, which is not the greatest breakfast probably, but I think that is probably best for my stomach at the moment. Forget the nice breakfast. I'm just gonna make toast. I think I'm just gonna have to count my losses this morning. Is that the correct phrase? Count my losses? I think that's the correct phrase. I really wanted to curl my hair and like look not like this for school, but I don't have time if I want to get to a counseling appointment, so therefore I will be counting my losses and putting my hair in something that's not curls. So I also need to put in my contacts. That's the best it's gonna get for today, unfortunately. This is one of the worst parts of my day, I think. Ow! Ouch! They hurt a little, but the contacts are in my eyeballs, so. What is on my pants? I spilled so much stuff all over myself that half of the stains on my clothes, like I don't even know what they are or where they came from. But anyways, it's currently 10:42. I'm gonna do my makeup as fast as I can. This is my current everyday makeup, okay? As quick as I possibly can. First of all, this is the Cakeless Concealer from Benefit. My friend McKenna suggested this to me and it's so nice. I just put a little bit right there and then I blend it in with a brush because I don't have time to go get a beauty blender wet. I probably do, but that seems like a lot of work. So I blend it very poorly underneath my eyes. And that's it. After that, I use the Fenty Beauty Powder. I've been using this for forever. It's so nice. It smells so good. It's a little bit difficult to use just because it's like loose powder. Put that under my eyes and anywhere that like usually gets kind of oily. So like my eyelids, perhaps my chin or like my forehead, literally just anywhere. I just kind of put it everywhere. I really want to do my eyebrows, but I feel like my eyebrows have been my least favorite part of my makeup routine. I feel like they just look kind of weird. I don't know what the best method is to do my eyebrows, but recently I've just been using this, I don't know what this is, there's no like label on the back, but it's from Maybelline. It's just like this brown, it's just brown. But I use this for both my eyeliner and my eyebrows. I just kind of do that and hope that it looks okay. I feel like filling in my eyebrows with a pencil is too difficult and time consuming, so this is kind of just like a really quick way to do my eyebrows. I don't know, you can probably tell on camera. I have this like, whatever that is. I don't know if you can see it on camera. If you can't, good, don't look any closer. It's not like a rash, but it's like a really dry spot on my eyebrows, and at first it was like all in here. I think it's eczema. I think my eczema is just flaring up after 19 years of me being alive, because I had it as a kid, but it wasn't really bad until like now, so I don't know what that's about. Oh, I just used some eyebrow gel and then I just brushed them again. They look a little crazy. Honestly, I don't know how people do like talking, get ready with me. I feel like my mind is solely focused on my makeup routine. Like I don't think my mind can like travel to conversation topics as I'm doing my makeup. Okay, my eyebrow, ugh. I don't have time to think that they're ugly. I think this one is way darker, but this is probably my favorite step of my skincare routine. Skincare, hello? This is probably my favorite step of my makeup routine. I use the Cloud Paint from Glossier. This is in the shade Puff. And I put just like a drop on my finger and then just put it on my face. And then I blend it out with a brush. I use the Rare Beauty highlighter and this is in the shade Enchant. It has a little bit of a pink tint to it. Put a little bit on my nose and then like that. I also don't know the best method for putting on this highlighter. I feel like it's kind of a difficult process, but then I just blend that in with my finger. For my mascara, I start with an eyelash primer. This is from Lancome, and then after that I use the Glossier Lash Slick, and then only on my top lashes I'll use the Tower 28 mascara. I can't do my mascara unless I'm like this close to my mirror, so let me just come back. So while my mascara is drying, I'm gonna do some eyeliner. I've been doing this every day. I just like the way that it makes my face look. I feel like it adds so much to my makeup. So I'm just using this again, the same thing that I used for my eyebrows, in the same brush. This is also something that I kind of have to be really close to the mirror for, but I'll try, just so pretty much it, and then I go in and kind of make it thicker. But for setting spray, I use the Milk Hydro Grip Spray. I don't know if this works. I feel like my makeup's always falling off my face, but I'm using this until it's gone, so. Sorry, I really can't decide if my eyebrows look bad. I feel like I have such face dysmorphia. I feel like my face just looks like really odd. It's 10:55. I'm gonna finish this. I'm really not looking forward to going to school. I'm so close to being done. I have to go to classes like 4 more times. Okay, let's go. Also, before I go, I've been trying to take supplements every day. So I'm using Care of right now. Not sponsored. I just really like Care of. I'm taking a multivitamin and iron, keratin, and what is that one? What? I feel like that's like a little bit concerning that I can't remember what it is right now. Oh, and a B complex because I think I'm missing important B vitamins, perhaps. I made the mistake of buying iron gummies one time. They literally taste awful. Like, even these ones taste, I'm gonna see if I can down these with mate. That's just helping me to stay on track a little bit with like a good morning routine. Unfortunately, I do have to go to school now, so fun. Hi guys, I just put on my headband. I just got home from dropping my boyfriend off. It is 1:40 a.m. This is usually way later than I ever come home, but Seb fell asleep on the couch, so we left a little bit later than usual, but I'm here. I'm here now. Anyways, a little recap of my day since the last time I saw you. I got home from school and I pretty much spent the entire rest of my day editing this video. And then Seb and I made burgers for dinner and then watched Adventure Time and then took a little nap before I took him home. So that was my day. Seb also did my dishes for me today, so I didn't have to clean anything. I am exhausted, so I'm trying to get to bed fast, but also taking a little bit of time to just like reflect on the day. I don't know, I feel like sometimes if I just like shut down too fast, I wake up feeling not great. So I feel like that's why a good night routine is so important, because then I can just like wind down, reflect on my thoughts. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just taking off my makeup right now. I'm gonna wash my face, brush my teeth, do a little bit of skincare. I will not be making tea tonight as much as I usually love to. I'm so exhausted. I'm gonna do some gratitude journaling before I go to bed and my 5-minute journal. I always forget to do it at night. I'll always wake up and do it, but then I always forget to do it right before I go to sleep because there's like a morning prompt and then also one for right before you go to sleep, and I always forget that one. So I gotta make sure to do that. I just struggled so hard to get toothpaste on my toothbrush because this toothpaste is like done for. There's like none left. I have another thing I just want to get every last drop out, but I just wanted to share that was so difficult to do. Guys, thank you for watching my video. If you're still here, thank you. This is just your reminder that good habits take time, and don't expect yourself to just wake up with all this motivation. It does take a lot of work. We all got this. I feel like we're all in this together. Or maybe it's just me and you're doing completely fine. In that case, I'm very proud of you. I will just share my struggles. I'm gonna do the rest of my 5-minute journal and then go to bed. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.